Good afternoon and welcome to everyone watching this lesson. Today we are going to look at pronouns, specifically 4 types of pronouns. I'm Mrs. Emerentia Botes and I will be presenting today. Now the first thing I want to do is I just want us to go back and just see again what is a pronoun. So the pronoun takes the place of a noun. The pronoun performs a similar function to the noun. And what it helps us with, we use pronouns to avoid repetition. So we don't want to repeat ourselves the whole time. Now if we look at the following sentence, John plays cricket. He practices it daily. So instead of saying John plays cricket, John practices cricket daily, we replace the nouns with pronouns. And in this case, in the sentence, he stands in place of John and it stands in place of cricket. Now, pronouns will also change depending on their usage, either as a subject or an object. The following sentence is an example where she motivated him before the cricket match. So she will be the subject and him will be the object, both pronouns. You could have also said, for example, Mary motivated John before the cricket match. Just to put that into perspective for you, if we look at the following table, we see person, and remember there's singular and there's plural. So if we look at personal pronouns, there's a subject and there's an object. And if we look at the singular first person, I is the subject and me will be the object. And in second person, at personal pronouns, the subject will be you and the object will be you. Then a third person, male, the subject will be he and the object, him. And if we look at the third person, female, the subject will be she and the object will be her. And third person neuter, we will see that the subject will be it and the object will be it. Now, when we look at the plural, we see they are different. So the first person at personal pronouns, the subject will be we and the object, us. In second person, the subject will be you and the object also you. And then personal pronouns, third person, the subject will be they and the object will be them. When we look at possessive pronouns, singular first person, mine, second person, yours, third person male, his, and third person female, hers. And we see that at neuter it doesn't have one. Then at plural, first person, possessive pronoun, ours, second person, yours, and the third person, theirs. Now, this is important to remember. The next one we will see it's possessive adjectives. Please remember that they are not pronouns, they are adjectives. And just to see the difference, if we look at singular, first person, my, second person, your, third person male, his, third person female, her, and then third person neuter, its. And then when we look at the plural, first person for a possessive adjective, our, second person your, and third person they. Why did I say that? Please just note again that possessive adjectives are not pronouns. And now I'm going to show you why I also added possessive adjectives. It is because when we look at our first of the 4 pronouns that we are looking at today, we will see that it's the personal pronouns. So personal pronouns refer to people or things, and they are often twinned with possessive adjectives. So for example, I write in my book. I will be a personal pronoun and my will be the possessive adjective. You write in your book, where you will be the personal pronoun and your will be the possessive adjective. We can say, she writes in her book. So she, personal pronoun, her, possessive adjective. He writes in his book. He, personal pronoun, his will be the possessive adjective. And then for the plural, they write in their books. So they will be a personal pronoun and they will be possessive adjective. Then when we look at our second pronoun, possessive pronouns. So possessive pronouns indicate ownership, something that belongs to you or to someone. An example, that book is hers, not yours. So in the sentence, hers is a possessive pronoun and yours also a possessive pronoun. This pen is mine. The word mine will be the possessive pronoun. That house is ours. So ours will be the possessive pronoun. And we look at our third one, reflexive pronouns. So reflexive pronouns reflect back to the noun or then the pronoun. An example, they usually end in self or self. So when they end in self, it is singular and self's plural. Mark sees himself in the mirror. Himself is the reflexive pronoun and that reflects back to the noun. Mary talks to herself. Herself, reflexive pronoun, which reflects back to the noun. Plural, they introduce themselves. So themselves there is the reflexive pronoun that's reflecting back on the pronoun, on the personal pronoun. Then when we look at our last one for today, interrogative pronouns. So they interrogate or they ask questions. Just like you can think of them like detectives. They always want to know what's happening. For example, who is calling? So who will be the interrogative pronoun. Whose book is this? So that refers to which person's book is it, but we use the interrogative pronoun whose. Or we can say to whom, so to which person does this belong, where whom will be your interrogative pronoun. We can also ask, what are you doing? So what will be the interrogative pronoun. Then when we are indecisive, which dress should I wear? Which will then be the interrogative pronoun. So let us just recap then our 4 types of pronouns. So at number 1, we have personal pronouns, which refer to people or things and are often twinned with possessive adjectives. For an example, they write in their books. They, personal pronoun, their, possessive adjectives. Our second one, possessive pronouns. So that indicates ownership. That book is hers, not yours. So the possessive pronoun, hers, and then yours, also in this sentence, functions as a possessive pronoun. The third type we looked at, reflexive pronouns. So reflexive pronouns reflect back to the noun or then the pronoun. For example, they introduce themselves, where themselves is the reflexive pronoun, which reflects then back on the pronoun they, the personal pronoun they. The last one we looked at, interrogative pronouns. So they interrogate or ask questions. An example, which dress should I wear? Which will be then the interrogative pronoun. You would have also noted that I put them in different colors so that you can remember that they are different. We have personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, and interrogative pronouns. Those are the 4 types that we looked at today. Thank you very much for joining the lesson today. That is then our pronouns for the day. And I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.